Hello, welcome back to the On the Rest Way and to my predictions for All Out 2023. And of course, this has been a very weird kind of build to the show because, we've had All In last week and the focus has very much been on that, understandably, probably the biggest show in AEW history. So yeah, that's kind of led to a bit of a rush build to All Out. But still lots of interesting stuff on there. And let's get straight into it, starting off with Zero and Athena, Mercedes Martinez and Diamante taking on Hikaru Shida, Willow Nightingale and Sky Blue. This kind of a weird one to put on the pre-show, not too much build for this. Kind of just feels like a way to get women on the card, if you know what I mean. Kind of not right, but it feels like that's kind of the way we're going. But I think, Shida, Nightingale, Blue, obviously some of the hottest prospects in AEW, taking on Tina, Mercedes, Martinez and Diamante. I don't know, I kind of feel like Diamante could be there to take the fall, so I'm going to say it'd be Team Willow, Shida, Blue could get the win. But moving on into the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, taking on Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh and JD Thor. And I kind of would have hoped, of course, just winning the belt, there would have been a higher profile match on the card for the Acclaimed, maybe a rematch against the House of Black, who knows. A bit more from than this maybe, but I think the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, they're not going to be losing the trios title on the 0 hour just before just after winning the belt. So I'm not going to say the Acclaimed will get beat here at all. I think they'll win the title belts for sure. But moving on into the ROH World title match on the main card now, Better Than You Baby against the Dark Order. And I do have to say, I feel like I would have rather Better Than You and Baby to maybe take on, I don't know, maybe a more established team. Not a more established team because Dark Order have been around for ages, but maybe more of a threat than them. That kind of would have added a bit more intrigue for this. But it kind of feels like it's obvious it's going to go. Will there be more character storyline building here? It will be another win for them, just kind of straightforward. I feel like it may be the second. So I'm going to say it'll be MJF and Cole who get the win. Moving on into Samoa Joe as he takes on Shane Taylor for the ROH World TV Championship. And to be honest, I don't know huge amounts about Shane Taylor. I know, of course, he's very talented and all that, very good wrestler. Don't really follow ROH too closely. But it seems like there's a lot of ROH involvement on this show. I can see Joe getting a win here for sure. I think there's not much debate about that. I think long title run, it'll be done by someone who's been built up really well. But I think that's definitely not going to happen. It'll be a good match, but Joe will for sure retain. But moving on into the TNT Championship match, Luchasaurus taking on Darby Allin, or is he? Is Christian Cage taking on Darby Allin? No, he's not. Even though Christian Cage is, of course, the TNT champion. Luchasaurus coming into this one. I think it's a hard one to call because Darby could easily get the belt back, but I think like the stuff they're doing, Christian Cage as fake TNT champion at the moment is really good and has more legs in it. So I feel like it could be a bit of a screwy finish here that could maybe protect Darby, but still allow Luchasaurus to retain. But moving on then to Powerhouse Hobbs as he takes on Miro. This is an intriguing one. This is definitely going to be a hard-hitting match and one where I feel like kind of both men really need to get the win here. Haven't had too much of the rub of the green lately, so one that both men kind of really need to get the win on. It'll be intriguing to see if they can get the win. I feel like Hobbs needs the win. Obviously, he hasn't had too much luck, but Miro coming back, he needs it as well. I'm going to say Miro will get the win, but it will be a hard-fought match for sure, which could protect both competitors. But moving on into Statlander, she takes on Soho for the TBS Championship. And, of course, this is all about the Outcast getting all the belts possible, really, with, of course, Saraya winning the title last week. But I think Statlander, still early days, after beating Jade Cargill in such a long reign, I feel like she will go on a long reign herself and really kind of establish herself as a key player in the women's division. So I'm going to say it will be Chrissy Stat that gets the win here, maybe cause tension within the Outcast, more of it. But moving on then to Bryan Danielson returning earlier expected against Ricky Starks in the match, and I think protecting Ricky Steamboat, of course we were never going to get that match, adds an extra element into the storyline, of course, and I think will work really nicely. Very pleased to see Bryan Danielson in the match, backstage scene, and I think it's going to be a killer match, even if Danielson isn't at his best. We know what these two can do, but I think Danielson on his return will get the win, but Starks can kind of complain about it, space, Steamboat, etc. Before it's time for Kingston and Shibata taking on two members of the Blackpool Combat Club, Castagnoli and Yuta, and this is a hard one to call. Obviously, I kind of feel like, Castagnoli and Yuta, the two members of the BCC who are probably most likely to suffer a defeat, and of course against two major stars, Kingston kind of really building him up quite a lot at the moment. I feel like it'd be makes sense for Kingston and Shibata, obviously a big star in New Japan, to get the win here. I think I'm going to go for them to get the win. But moving on into Omega as he takes on Takeshita. Takeshita obviously getting the one up on him at All Out last year, which does make sense. So yeah, I'm gonna say it will be Omega who gets the Takeshita who gets the win this week. Sorry, I feel like AEW have to go in hard. Omega's at the point where he doesn't really need to win anymore. Takeshita though, coming into this one, if he gets 2 up on Omega in 2 weeks, it'd be such a massive run for him. So yeah, I'm gonna say it'd be Takeshita who gets the win. And then we've got the weird position of FTR and the Young Bucks team together against Bullet Club Gold. So maybe they'll break apart and cause tension. And we can have them in their 4th match coming up, or maybe they can work together, which I think they can do. It seems like they're doing for sure, and get the win. Obviously, they teamed up a bit recently to fight down Bullet Club Gold, but yeah, it's a really interesting angle this, and could potentially set out tag team directions in the future. But I think FTR and Young Bucks teaming up together, I'm going to say they're going to get the win here. Moving on into Orange Cassidy as he takes on John Moxley. For the International Championship in a match that I'm presuming is going to main event. I think, it kind of just shows the fact that this is main events in the pay-per-view. What an incredible job there. Cassidy's done with that belt, and so well deserving. But I feel like in this match, main event of a pay-per-view, it kind of does feel like this is the reason why Mox will get the title off him. Had a great reign, and Mox got a lot to live up to. But I think Cassidy will drop the belt here after what's been a great title reign. I'm going to say Mox will come to the champ. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you do your wrestling news and subscribe to the channel, it's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.